It's a frigid 5 degrees in the pre-dawn hours just outside of Boston, where this team of elite ICE officers is briefing on their targets for the day.
We're going to be targeting some extremely violent offenders today.
Within moments, the officers are on the move, with eyes on their first target.
Looks like we got movement, target vehicle coming out.
They quickly take him into custody. He's an MS-13 gang member wanted in El Salvador for aggravated murder. And he has an Interpol red notice out for his arrest.
Do you smell that? Do you feel that? Normalcy, common sense. These two things are making a beautiful comeback in America. I know that some of you might not really be a fan of Donald Trump for one reason or the other, but believe me, this man has America's best interest at heart, okay? Just 3 days into his presidency, and we are already seeing him fulfilling his promises. He began by tackling one of the biggest problems facing the United States of America today, and that is the skyrocketing number of violent and criminal illegal aliens roaming around the country, committing very heinous crimes. This man is slowly healing the land. I just came in contact with the news of ICE, which stands for Immigration and Customs Enforcement, currently carrying out massive deportations of illegal violent criminals. Today, we're going to be reacting to this latest news coming out of CNN.
They're wasting no time, and ICE is making nearly 500 arrests in the span of just 33 hours. The New York Post cover, "The Iceman cometh." President Trump also signing more executive orders, including one designed to block illegal crossings, and he told Sean Hannity that Joe Biden's failed policies forced him to take swift action.
Why would somebody say that open borders are good, where jails and mental institutions from other countries and gang members right off the streets of the toughest cities in the world are being brought to the United States of America and emptied out into our country? Why would anybody that even likes, you don't have to love our country, you have to like it. Why would anybody that likes our country, the Democrats, allow that to happen?
Now, that's a very good question, and one that I've been asking myself for some time now during the Biden administration. Like, why would anyone think that having open borders would benefit their country in any way? And the thing is, you don't even need to love a country or like that country for you to want what's best for that country. The fact that you are living in that country, the fact that you'll be having kids and that you will be raising your kids, your wonderful kids in that country, is more than enough reason for you to fight for what's best for that country. And if you ask me, being in support of, open borders, which would mean that everyone, irrespective of whether they are criminals or not, can get into the country undocumented, speaks so loud of how much you care for this country.
We're going to be targeting some extremely violent offenders today.
Within moments, the officers are on the move, with eyes on their first target.
Looks like we got movement, target vehicle coming out.
They quickly take him into custody. He's an MS-13 gang member wanted in El Salvador for aggravated murder. And he has an Interpol red notice out for his arrest.
We are targeting very violent threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
It's hilarious how this guy says he's not going back to Haiti, even when he's literally being deported to Haiti. Don't play with eyes, my man.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
So, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
I want you guys to take note of this statement this guy made right here, okay? He's saying, thank you, Joe Biden, for giving me the opportunity to commit heinous crimes, not just once, not twice, but 17 times, okay? Thank you, Joe Biden and Barack Obama, for keeping me out of prison even after I committed criminal offenses 17 times. Well, newsflash, buddy, you're not definitely going to be thanking Donald Trump because he would not be tolerating your crimes.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston says they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
And guys, shortly after we finished filming, ICE Boston told us they arrested 2 more targets in other parts of town away from our cameras. One of those targets is a previously deported Honduran illegal alien who was arrested for raping a woman while putting a gun in her mouth. The other target they got is a Haitian man who first flew into the United States in 2023 as part of President Biden's controversial migrant flights mass parole program. Well, they just picked him up yesterday because he's been arrested locally for sexual assault. We'll send it back to you.
Bill Malhusian, it was fascinating to watch all of that. I think I was just saying to Bill, this is terrible for Joe Biden and the legacy that he tried to leave behind. A question from me, how soon will they actually be leaving the country? Does that take a long time?
It depends what country they're from. If they're from cooperable countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, countries like that, it can be quick. It can be within days or weeks. If it's countries that are harder to deport, countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much, it can go into a process of months. But the Trump administration is changing policies with something called expedited removal. The bottom line is people at home don't need to understand all the policies. The Trump administration is just going to work as fast as they can to get all the people you just saw on camera there out of the country as fast as possible. They're also going to use their State Department, now led by Marco Rubio, to put pressure on countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much when it comes to those deportations.
Bill, just two points of clarification here. It seems a lot of these crimes are associated with sex crimes. I'm just looking at the list a bit earlier today. I don't know if that generally is the case or not. And second, if Boston's a sanctuary city, how are they allowed to do this? Because we told there would be resistance.
Boston doesn't have to cooperate with ICE, but there's nothing they can do to stop ICE from coming into their city and enforcing the law. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And that's the point ICE makes to us is, look, they don't have to cooperate with our detainer requests. They don't have to tell our officers when they're releasing somebody from jail. But we're going to do our job. We have our intel guys out in the field. We have people with eyes all over the place, and we're going to snatch those guys. So they can make ICE's job more difficult, longer, and more dangerous, but it's not going to stop ICE from doing the job, guys. The bottom line is ICE says it's safer for everybody involved if locals would just hand these guys over in jail once they're arrested, but they don't. They let them out onto the streets. They don't tell ICE about it, so ICE has to spend a lot of resources gathering intel, finding these guys, and then going out into the community to do arrests, which could be dangerous. You saw that combative Haitian man, and then you saw in the case of that one MS-13 member, his friend got snagged. They weren't even looking for him. They were looking for the MS-13 guy. They picked him up because a sanctuary jurisdiction released the MS-13 guy. ICE found him and then found the guy who was in the apartment with. They found out he was an illegal alien as well. So now he's going to be deported too.
Wow.
I really want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Tom Homan and the entire members of ICE. You guys are keeping America great. But I just want to say this though. These criminals that we are seeing on the news have been apprehended, yes. But the other criminals who aided and abated them, ranging from the judges who released them into the society, to the people who took them in, to the officials who ordered their release, they are all criminals and they all need to be arrested too. And also, I hope that ICE arrests any local or state officials who dares to get in the way of this deportation. I mean, how can these people be so happy to contribute to the destruction of this great country? During the Biden administration, they made it seem like it was extremely difficult to locate these criminals. They made it seem like these criminals were invincible and invisible. Whereas all this time, all this while, these Democrats didn't just want to do what needs to be done. And these criminals have been living freely in the society and committing more heinous crimes in the American society. Just 2 days into Trump's presidency, and already we are seeing him flushing out the bad eggs. I mean, doesn't it feel good to have your country back? Doesn't it feel good to live in America now? I'm betting it does. And I hope we see more positive changes under this administration. Honestly, if you are sad that these horrible criminal illegal aliens are being taken out of the country, then you really need to evaluate your principles, because you might just be part of the problem. As always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, but feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buying me a copy if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.